We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, continuing to fight and hold support and retest key resistance levels. And in today's volatility, our SPY buy at 10:35 a.m. sent out a bull indicator. And from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 200% plus within hours, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, fighting to hold support. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I'd watch going into next week. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run today was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run today was from our QQQ bot. Our QQQ bot at 10 a.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 250% plus within an hour, guys. And as you see it popping up there within the screen, within the options chain, some options even went higher than that. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump to these charts. Here we are with the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition here from red bars to bright green bars and back down to a red bar today and continuation of bright green bars. If this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, under a bull indicator since down here at the 492 level. On the 30-minute, it consolidated in that tight range and broke out to new all-time highs here of 498. It sat sideways again, and now it has broken out to a new all-time high and 52-week high of $500 plus, right? A lot of people had their eyes on 500. We've broken this down in previous videos, and I always asked, do you guys think it could reach 500 in the next coming days? And here it is, above 500, and could it hold it now, right? That's the question mark here, and we're going to break it all down in today's video and also pull up the inflow versus outflows in just a moment. Now, it's not only the SPY moving up, but also Tesla here recovering from that downtrend. Got that bull indicator here on Tuesday, and all week full strength here within the volatility, hitting newer highs up here, reaching near the 194, almost 195 area, right? So definitely something to not ignore here is it's under a bull indicator, and a lot of people have their eyes on Tesla, especially going into next week as well. So when we zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, we could see here on the SPY full strength as well with a bull indicator here since the 484, 485 area. And it has that continuation of a staircase effect here happening within the last several days and weeks. Definitely something to not ignore here in the bigger picture of the 1 hour. And through the volatility, no bear indicator has popped up on any of the pullbacks. The bull indicator has been strong all throughout, right? Setting the tone and trend here to the upside for the last several days and weeks. And I've talked about how important it was to not ignore it, right? And when we look at the 30-minute as well, full strength here throughout the last several days as well. Now, in the volatility of the 15-minute, when we zoom in, we can see here bull and bear indicators popping up. There was a bull indicator dominating since yesterday at 497. Hits that high here of 501. Bear indicator into the open. Finds support above 498. And then a bull indicator in the middle of the day within the chop pops up at the 499.70 area. Slightly drops below it. Holds itself up above 499.50 and did the next leg up here to reach a new all-time high and 52-week high. Now, I'm going to break down the key levels I would watch going into next week and what's going on with the inflow versus outflow. Here we are with the SPY stock, the SP 500 index, with the 30-minute having the inflows come back up in the pre-market. We were watching for this since yesterday. We talked about how crucial it was to justify any move to the upside. It actually crossed over, hits a high here of 1.52, slightly drops, but those inflows were still above the midpoint, and that is why things did not completely collapse. If not, it found support, and when it switched from red to green, the momentum continued to the upside, and those inflows hit highs here of 2.66. Now, it is in an uptrend, and I'm going to be watching if it can hold itself up, because based off the history of the chart, the last highest point that it hit was back on Wednesday of 4.15 to 4.22. Not guaranteed to hit it, but it could continue that staircase effect, and it has room to go higher based off the history of the chart. So I will be watching that going into next week, and here we are with it pushing up and trying to stay above, even though it's red at 2.01. Now, when we zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, those inflows stayed above. That's why this tight consolidation, there was a strong support, and if it crossed to the downside, it would have probably quickly started to reflect that weakness into these charts, but it did not, right? Those inflows switched from red to green going into the after hours, and it was crucial for it to continue higher, and that's what it did, and that strength reflected into these charts, hitting highs up here so far of 3.25. So I will be watching for this to stay above the midpoint and stay green and strong. Now on the 15-minute, we could see the volatility, but these inflows stayed above and continued to push up away from the midpoint, giving it strength. And right now it is red, sitting at 1.66. And I'll be watching if it continues to the downside or will it switch back from red to green. Now, what are the key levels I would watch? Well, the first thing is support, guys. If these outflows continue and they cross the midpoint to the downside and reflect that weakness into the 30-minute as well, crossing it down, the first support is 500. Then below that is 498.50, the support of the day. And if that gets broken through, I'll be watching the strong support here from the 497 level. So these are the tight ranges to the downside if these outflows continue and cross the midpoint. Now, if they switch from red to green and push upwards and continue the staircase effect here on the 30-minute as well as the 15-minute, the next resistance is 502. As we broke it down in our previous videos, if 500 got broken through, it did not get too far from it. It missed it by just a few cents. Today, it hit 501.65. And if that 502 level gets broken through, then I'll be watching 505. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial, and the inflow versus outflows, I would not ignore them. They're going to be crucial going into next week, especially as they're all above but slightly red, and they need to turn green to justify any moves to the upside. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.